Alright, so the match we're going to be looking at today is Apex versus Ence. If we look at the odds here, we got 30 versus about 70 in favor of Ence winning this match. But I don't know if I'm too convinced with that, man. I mean, let's look at their form ranking. You got Ence 12 weeks ago looking like the best team ever, right? 10 weeks ago, 9 weeks ago, then they just start flopping down. Meanwhile, Apex is just playing at the same caliber. Really, poor, but they're playing right here. And right here, they're kind of meeting in the middle in the current week. So I think that this match might actually be a little more competitive than most things. And really, the only way to kind of go further into that, we've got to look at the maps. We got to try to predict what maps they're going to play, at least the first two maps, so we could see if they catch their lines or not. Starting with Apex, looks like they're most likely going to be banning Nuke. Granted, these guys got 62% win, 37 first pick. I mean, they don't want the smoke on Nuke. Then we go over to Ence. They're most likely going to ban Inferno because Apex is on a 4-map winning streak. Those are two bans that we're looking at that are most likely to be accurate. If we go to Ancient, we know Apex loves Ancient. They're most likely going to pick that. They're comfortable there. I don't see any other map where they'd be more comfortable. Maybe Anubis. That would be the only other map that I see Apex going with, Anubis and Ancient. It's gonna be one of these two maps. I'm gonna say Ancient, but it very well could be Anubis if you want to look at stats for Anubis. But Ence is most likely going to go with Vertigo. Just comparing to all these other maps, their percentages don't look very good unless it's Vertigo. I mean, they got an 88% win rate versus a 50 for Apex. They've played it 8 times in the last 3 months, and it's a 17% first pick. So I definitely think they go Vertigo, Vertigo, Ancient, Vertigo, Anubis. Now, this still could be a blowout. Those odds tell everyone that it's most likely a blowout. I mean, 70 to 30 isn't too crazy in favor on one side, but it is favored for one side. So let's try to predict the amount of rounds they will play to see if this will go the distance or if it's going to be blown out quick. So assuming these teams win their maps, you got Apex picking Ancient or Anubis, and they tend to lose 11 or 10 rounds in wins, right? So they allow 11 to 10 rounds. And then compare Ancient and Anubis for Ants, you got 8.5 average rounds won in losses. So they take 8.5. They allow 11. I mean, what's the middle in that without being too generous? I mean, I'd say something like 9 rounds. So that's a 22 round match on Ancient. And for Anubis, you'd probably say 10 rounds. But if you want to be careful, we'll say 9 for that as well. So we're expecting 22 rounds on either of these two maps. And then we got Vertigo. That's Ence's pick. Assuming they win, they probably allow 9.7 rounds, right? Meanwhile, Apex likes to take 10. So I mean, we keep it safe at 9, so 22 rounds on Vertigo, 22 rounds on Ancient, / Anubis, whatever they end up picking. It's going to be one of those two. So now moving on to the players of this game. We got 22 rounds predicted on both maps. I'm going to say Ancient. So if we go last month, we like to do last month. We don't really fuck with the 3 months. That's a lot of data. We don't need all that. I mean, they played 24 maps in the last month. So if we look at Ancient, they played 3 maps. That's plenty of data for me to see how he's been performing lately. But Kixin is one of the guys I want to talk about. I mean, if you look at his kills per round in the last month across 3 times playing this map, got a .79 KPR, meaning that if they go 22 rounds, he's going to be getting about 17 kills. That's what the projections are showing on Ancient. 17 kills. You got 23, 16, and 11 in the past. This was much less than 22 rounds. So the odds are looking good for him to perform well on Ancient. We take a look at Vertigo. He's got a 20 bomb in there. He's got 19, and then he's got some shitters here, right? But I mean, this is a blowout here. They obviously won really easily. It just, he didn't have to do much. You got this guy here that's just kind of concerning. But I mean, you got 3 out of 4 that makes sense. So we go to the overview. He has a bad KPR from the looks of it, but considering his line is only like 27.5, looking at this KPR, you multiply that by the 22 rounds we're projecting, that's 13.42 plus 17 point something. You're getting about 31 kills projected out of Kixin on these 2 maps. I like those odds. It's a little tight, but I mean, that's a +2 something odds. So I'm gonna take that, or projections, right? So I'm gonna give him that value of +2 kills. So I think he if he has a good day and he's performing how he's been performing this last month, I think he should clear this line easily. He might even have a fucking field day because everyone's counting Apex out right now. Now this is where things might get a little tricky. When we look at Deha here, man, in the last month, the 7 maps he's played, he's been playing like absolute shit. I mean, .53 KPR. Let's look at how many kills he's been getting. I mean, nothing over 20. He has no good games. just he hasn't been performing well, right? So he has a line at 27, which is not high or low. It's kind of like 36, what 36 used to be before this new CS2 stuff, right? So I'm thinking if we look at his stats on Ancient, he got a .48, man. That is just not good. He got 10 kills in one map, right? So he's got to get about 14 kills on both maps to clear this line. So I mean, he's got 10 kills on Ancient in the last month. We go to Vertigo, he's got 4 kills in this map. So I mean, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, D-Hawk could definitely pop off. That's just how this game works sometimes, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and take the risk. I like these odds of hitting. He hasn't been performing on any map, let alone these maps. So I'm going to go ahead and take my chances. Take D-Hop for the under 27. You can make your own call. It's your money. But at the end of the day, this is what I'm going to go with for this video today. We got D-Hop under and we got kicks in over. You choose to tell these. I hope you cash and make a shit ton of money. And let me remind y'all, I'm going to be posting more picks for the early games tonight. So if you don't want to miss out on those picks, I definitely hit that link down below. Join the Prop Bandits. You'll get picks from me and plenty other analysts that know their shit for different sports like football, NBA, golf. I mean, we kind of cover it all. And may I remind you, Call of Duty season is on the way. So we'll be doing that starting next week as well. So make sure you hit that link down below. It's only 10 bucks a month, bro. That's 33 cents a day. I mean, that's the least I could charge for the amount of hours of research I do. And now the CS2 is going on, I'm definitely going to be back on track. We took a little break to see these stats. Let these stats get more consistent on CS2 because, I mean, a new game kind of changes everything. Now that they've been playing CS2 for a while, we could trust these stats a little more and we're back on track. We're going to be dropping daily plays starting today. So make sure you take advantage of this cheap price, man. It's 33 cents a day, $10 a month, daily picks for almost every sport. And you'll be in a Discord community where we're all into making money, man. And we're a little family in there. Honestly, there's some cool ass people there and it's just a good vibe. So anyways, hope you make a shit ton of money. I'll see you in the Discord for more plays. Have a good day.